Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the MusangoPodcast, the Roundtable. This is the first episode that we are going to be having for the Roundtable, and today is an artist special. I got Zak in the house. Zak is from Blues.
Yo, what up?
What's up, my
What
G?
up? What up?
He's a good musician, this one. Trust me, trust me. So, let me just give you a rundown of what the Roundtable is all about. So, there are some topics we talk about in the main podcast, right? Which we don't get to go in depth, and get some opinions of some people. So, like I've decided to create the roundtable for all the mhukayesango Patreons. You know what I mean? When the Sango podcast runs mhukayesango, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So like we want to have some discussions way deeper. So today I have an artist. So it does not mean that we are going to be talking about music on all the round tables. We are going to be tabling so many issues. You understand? So today I got Zak in the house and want to talk about music and music culture in Zimbabwe. Is this from Blues? In the H-Town, you know me, I'm a party animal. I'm always everywhere. So I believe Zak is also like me, but he's also a music artist. Which genre can I say you're from?
I wouldn't really like bracket myself under one genre. I'm a musician.
Yeah,
I'm a
musician.
musician. I
Yeah, exactly.
tackle a
You
lot
see what
of
I'm saying?
different genres.
These are the niggas, bro. Not like hip hop nigga. Like, yeah, you are restricting yourself. If you are really creative,
Yeah.
I don't know go to jail, so is it?
Yeah, I don't want to put myself in one box.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Like from all the genres, right? You have been like, partaking in, which you have been joining and streaming in.
Dabbling into.
Yeah. I want you to tell me something. Which genre do you feel like this genre will give me the finance the finance that I need, or will give
Like
me
the breakthrough.
the breakthrough that you need?
Yeah.
Is it like hip hop, R&B? Is it like dancehall? Is it like all this other? Because I know you understand.
I would say Afro.
Afro.
Because the moment you can get people to dance, you've already stolen
It's
their
done.
hearts. You know what I'm saying? The moment you just make them dance, you've won.
But like, so since you're saying Afro,
Yeah.
how is Afro received in Blue Whale? Because here in Harare, like we're a mixed bag, bro. We're like a playlist in Harare, bro.
Yeah,
What is it? Like you can play a gospel song in the club. I'm not jam, you understand what I'm saying? But I wanna know, like, how do people receive that?
The Afro fusion in Blawayo.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I'm sorry to be saying this, but I feel like when it comes to music in Blawayo,
Yes.
we like put in a small box. Like these artists that are still upcoming, but they've been doing this thing for like 20, 15
Exactly,
years,
exactly,
but
exactly.
it's still under upcoming.
Okay,
You understand? So I feel like when it comes to music in Blawayo, a lot of musicians from Blawayo are moving to Harare because Harare has more opportunities. You understand?
Exactly.
I feel like if we were to say Zimbabwe, they would basically say Harare.
Yeah. I do get
You
you.
know what I'm saying?
But you know what? I have a different perspective on that.
Okay.
Because me, I feel like Blawayo is everything, bro. Like I'm telling you, I've been to Blawayo once or twice in my life. I've never gone there like for party and everything. It was always work.
Okay.
But as soon as the night falls, you can see the nightlife. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I always think Blawayo is the nightlife is more alive.
Facts. Blawayo comes alive at night. Blawayo is almost similar to South Africa.
Exactly.
You understand?
That's the point also I was getting to, because I wanted you to like tell me, because like you're saying the music culture there sometimes it restricts. There's like a glass ceiling for artists.
True.
Whereby I remember Calvin.
Yeah.
Calvin blew up, but he was so many years in the game. Same as ASAP.
Yes.
Same as
exactly.
J.
Yeah,
same as
those guys. ASAP. We actually from the same block, me and him actually.
That's dope. That's dope, bro. He's a dope nigga. I like that guy. So like you see like so many artists from South Africa.
Yeah.
They don't. I think the piano genre and the maybe house genre.
Yeah.
Those niggas, they don't like Harare, bro. Let me tell you what for fact.
Yeah.
Harare, because there's money there.
Yeah, true.
If you say caps are small and my product is coming is $20, everyone will pay. That event will be full.
Yeah.
And I say, but when these artists now, when they're now on this podcast and they'll be talking, they'll be saying like, you know what, Blawayo is the shit. Why is that?
Like I said before, Blawayo is similar to South Africans. They're Zulus.
It's like a cross culture situation.
You know what I'm saying? So it's more of when you click, you click.
Exactly.
You're going to your people, you click. You understand?
Yeah, exactly.
That's like when Makazi comes to Zimbabwe, where is Makazi going to?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's more of where the bag is.
The bag
is in Harare. You know what I'm saying? The bag is in Harare, trust.
Okay, yeah, that I do understand, but I feel like, in this music industry in Zimbabwe, I feel like, yes, Harare is the market, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like there's some places you have got potential and they're just lacking investors sometimes. Because you see, like, an environment like Blue Whale, for the longest time, I've known Blue Whale to be like a hotspot in my farm.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? For a long time. So now,
place to be, you know.
plus also the rand situation which goes on there, you understand what I'm saying? So like I really feel like people downplay that place. But anyway, moving on, I want to talk about you see, like I know a lot of artists from Blue Whale.
True.
And Mluje, you know Mluje, right? There's this guy called Mluje, he's from Blue Whale. I think go and check him out. I've noticed something. You guys, you run for Harare features and you don't feature your own
people.
Exactly. Because like I've seen ASAP got this song like Data Zeginde, Data Zeginde. You remember that song? Yes. Who's that? Oh, Clarkmore. You remember Zeginde? I expected, like a Blawayo rapper to be there because it's ASAP on the song. And there's so many songs where like I feel like, yes, you put a Holy 10 there. No disrespect to the guys. You put a Holy 10 of votes there. But for the art, there's some niggas who kill that shit. And there's some niggas I know, including you. There, you understand what I'm saying? So I feel like, in Harare here, it's very rare for someone to go and look for a feature in Blue Whale. Sometimes it's very rare, unless that person is a big artist.
Yeah, true.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But usually Harare niggas just do it for themselves. Kruger go and text Kiki. You understand what I'm saying? Holy go and text whoever. Yeah. They never like outsource.
Like branch out and try new recipes.
Exactly. But do you think that is possible? That can happen?
Well, a feature is always depended on the greatness of the song and the money behind it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because for me to be in the studio with Holy 10, there's an amount of money.
Exactly. I get
you. Understand? So, a feature, and it's also about chemistry. In the studio, when you jump into the studio, musicians, we tend to feel ourselves too much.
Too much ego.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We'll be like, there's somewhere I need to be. Let's just do this and go. But then on the real life, there's nowhere you need to be.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? This is where you need to be.
This is where, bro.
But then if you start acting like you've made $1 million, how many people are going to approach you to want to work with you?
Exactly.
No one's going to want to work with you because already you're already telling yourself, I'm better than one. I'm better than that one. I'm better than. So we're basically not going anywhere.
Exactly. Yeah. So I feel like, that situation is also here in Harare. Like here in Harare, especially like in the ghetto. Yeah. Like I'm telling you, I like dancehall music for one thing, bro. Those niggas are united as fuck. Do you know how much it takes to put 28 niggas on one rhythm? One rhythm. Remember Body Slam, Two Spot rhythm, all those rhythm. Do you know that rhythm almost 20, 30 songs? Yeah. And those niggas are on the same beat, singing different songs.
Probably in the
same studio. You understand what I'm saying? And these niggas, they don't even care, bro. Even if you put another verse, they'll come and put another one. You understand what I'm saying? But now when it comes to these other genres, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it always looks like, yes, I made it, right?
Yeah.
But I cannot be going down there to look for features down there. I should be featuring with these guys who are hot for me to maintain on the level.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of which, for me, I feel like that's crap sometimes. Was like, it hindered. Like, Manuk, I saw this. I don't want to sound disrespectful, but let me not mention, there's an artist that a song, big artist right now, right? This song, that person expected that song to blow up.
Yeah.
But that song is not pulling numbers. Do you know what they did?
Yeah.
Went YouTube and promoted that shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you could tell from the song, she could have taken someone, you understand what I'm saying?
Who's at the top.
Exactly. Someone who's at the top or someone who's upcoming.
Yeah.
And put on that song. Yeah. And that song would have been a banger. But the fake Tekuti, sometimes, I don't know, people feel like collaboration is,
Well, I feel like also as well when it comes to collaborations with people who are at the top, some people feel, okay, if this guy puts me on, Mangwana is going to try to take credit for me. Like, how others go on interviews.
Exactly.
They start saying, that guy started at my place, was sleeping at my couch, on my couch and all of that. So some people be like, let me distance myself from all of that.
From all of that situation.
And I love the fact that you were touching on that topic whereby I was also approached in a sense whereby someone was like, yo, you need to switch up your style in order to attract more fans. you need to put more Shona into your raps. Because
Yeah.
I'm originally Shona, but I
Yeah.
grew up around Ndebeles.
Exactly.
And my tongue kind of twisted. You know,
Yeah, I get you.
so some Shonas be like, Asurim Ndebele.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
type of
I
vibe.
get the vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel we in the hip hop scene, generally in the hip hop scene,
Yeah, exactly.
there's a lot that needs to be done when it comes to hip hop. Because hip hop is a different culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the moment I say hip hop, people think I'm about to call that one. You know, I'm about to say. You know what I'm saying?
But it's more than
there's more to it. If you listen to the rhymes, if you listen, you might hear someone's pain that like is similar to yours.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But then if we have that mentality, Aruda Zoti nigga, like you heard the Migos saying Christu, now you think the whole world says Christu.
What is it? It has making sense. Has making sense.
So I feel for hip hop here in Zimbabwe to blow up, we need to stop hating on each other. The moment one tries, we're all on the internet bashing. Hey, nah, we won't go anywhere. Because right now in Zimbabwe, we don't have a star who's big in other countries and still big in Zimbabwe.
We don't have a pioneer.
We don't have. Because if we're talking about people like that, we're talking Wana Oliver Mtukudzi. We're talking Wana
the old greats.
We're talking the greats. Who do we have right now? I'm not talking about niggas who went to Portland and sang for 25 Zimbabweans. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like have the whole Portland go crazy.
Go crazy.
You know what I'm saying? We don't have that.
We don't have that thing. Yeah,
you know, so we need to like. If I should come and sing Shona, then tomorrow I'm gonna fly to Portland and sing for Shonas. You understand?
Yeah,
I ain't finna do that because I like my English. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I know Ganza Neshurung.
Because you know what, music for me is about delivering a message and message with emotion.
Yeah, true.
Sometimes the way this is why you see there's this guy.
Sometimes I don't even want to hear a message, bro.
You understand what I'm saying?
I just want to hear someone say, "Go crazy."
Go crazy. You understand what I'm saying? You know, there's this guy. If you know hip hop, like there's this guy called Andre 3000.
Yeah, I do.
He produced an album, a whole album, bro. There was no lyrics, no voice, just a flute, bro. Just a flute. And people, when he put that out, people thought this nigga is high on weed or something, some chemical shit. But the man was like, you know what? People don't understand music. You understand? Music is more than just a nigga just rapping or singing or having melodies on a beat. You understand what I'm saying? There's some people who express things. Yo, do you know those niggas who go for meditation in places like Thailand, in places like Zanzibar? You understand? Go and check the music which is played. You don't even hear Akon, Shompo, Shansia, none of that shit. It's always this soft music, bro. Already your soul is soothed, bro. Like you don't even need to hear me goes out of the phone. And you know now you're on vacation. So like that this is where I'm coming from. Like music is just more than the beat. It's just more than the lyrics. It's just more than the cadence. It's just more than the vocals. Everything comes together because music means it's an emotion. It's more like being a spirit medium because you be like, I can say some things that have happened to you, right? But I have never actually happened to me because they say hip hop is full of cap, and which is true. Yeah, hip hop is full of lies. The gold chains, the watches. Like I saw one artist was on the BT Awards wearing a fake Rolex, and then the watch fell apart. You know what I'm saying? I know you, nigga. Like, that nigga was my favorite, bro. I know. Fell apart. So you understand? There's too much pressure in hip hop. Sakafunga, the pressure of hip hop goes with the pressure in one. You understand? Yeah. Yep. You're bound to go down. You're bound to go down. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine we should up a stage and yeah. That's a situation. You're bound to go down. It's there's no love in it. It's more like aggression. I'll go back on that one, Maken. I need you to keep that one. Yeah. But I wanna talk about the South African music industry a little bit. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? It's an industry which, like for me, nowadays, like I don't really listen to American music, but to me it doesn't make sense. Sure. Sometimes I'm grown now. You understand? Having a Glock and sipping Celine, it doesn't make sense to me anymore. Yeah. You understand? I listen to more African artists from the States. I listen to those who drop lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Pusha T, all those other guys. I like Drake. I like Future. Yeah. But there's this kind of music which is now soothing me nowadays. You understand what I'm saying? But now going back to the South African industry.
Yeah.
So it's grabbing in everyone. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whether you're doing this kind of genre, everyone is getting money at the side.
Yeah.
But also, what I've discovered now is those guys. Is the same principle we were saying about Harare and Blue.
Yeah.
Sometimes they jump us. You understand? Especially Zimbabwe. In Mozambique, Magdalena Doboy was there.
Yeah.
Made some music with niggas there.
Yeah.
AK sometimes was there with Lil Easy. Botswana, there are also niggas there. Zambia, there are also niggas there. But in Zimbabwe, there's a miss. You understand? Because there's this show I got on a Murumba pitch.
Yeah.
Kukadoma.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
Did you hear what happened?
No.
Murumba, you know Murumba pitch, right?
Yeah, I do know the guy with the one who wears glasses.
Yeah.
Eye problem. Yeah, I know Murumba pitch. Yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah.
He is not the Murumba pitch. Murumba pitch is a group like Liquid Deep.
I know, I do know.
He's Murumba.
Yeah.
And there's a pitch.
Yeah.
I did not even know this, bro. I thought this nigga name was Murumba Pitch.
Nah, it's actually a group.
You understand?
It's like So Deep.
Yeah, So Deep.
Yeah.
So like this guy.
No, I mean Liquid Deep.
Liquid Deep. Yeah. So like they akaenda kushoka doma. Then akatenga maken. What is it?
Yeah.
Because of vaneko kuba it is too less music too smooth. You understand what I'm saying? I jump it. So now it got me thinking about promoters, right? I want to talk about my promoters who blew away and my promoters who but I feel like my promoters, they don't do justice to my artists sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, how many shows have you performed as an artist where you are now?
Yeah.
How many shows have you been to?
I could say maybe past 20, 25 shows, maybe, because I'm also counting the shows I didn't do in Zim.
Okay. But here in Zim?
In Zim, I would say 10.
10?
Yeah.
Since you started dropping music?
Yeah. No, since I got back.
Since you got back?
Yeah.
This thing has been on. But like, for me, I just want to talk about, sometimes I get tired of the lineup here on my posters.
Okay, can I cut you short?
Yeah.
Can I just say something? You see, when you said Maclera, Dope Boy, I want to add on Nasty C, Lucas Raps, I can go on and on and on.
Yeah.
If those guys came here to Zimbabwe, who would they feature?
That's a point. That's a good point.
Who would they feature?
That's a good point. Because we are not there.
Because if you look at it, we can't say them guys are gonna come here and feature someone. Because this side, come on, who?
It's just like the situation with Usman Mane and Rick Ross.
You see, there's a feature that pained me the most.
Yeah.
You see that Volts and Empty?
Empty.
That was a waste of a feature. You know what I'm saying? I got my love for the Volts, but I feel like you could have chosen a better beat. My dog, come on, man, it's MT. You gotta represent.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Give him a reason to wanna come back.
Exactly. I think you have a point there, which because you know what? When someone comes to Zim and they say, "No, I want to feature an artist from Zim," and the best we can give is these guys, and these guys, they're in their own lane, which is understood only by Zimbabwe.
Well, I feel like there are other guys out there, guys who are bigger than your guys that were saying these are the big guys. It's just gatekeeping that's stopping other artists to shine. To shine, yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I don't want to talk about myself, but there are some musicians in the game right now that I could actually say I can surpass. If given their PR, given their managers, I could actually be better than some of them. If not most.
That's dope. That's a dope mindset.
You understand?
I also feel the same sometimes, but sometimes I'm not really outspoken because for me, I bring this content to people. So sometimes I learn to be humble. You understand what I'm saying?
Humbleness leads you.
Yeah, but don't play with me. I know I'm good. But I'm just saying. So now, I heard what you're saying, but like to the promoters now, because it got me to a point where like, okay, you're coming to my city.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, someone was saying, Aquatic.
Okay.
Aquatic is Chi-Town.
Yeah.
And every artist in Chi-Town, whoever was big, I had to be Aquatic.
Yeah.
Right? So now, when they host Aquatic, right?
Yeah.
Trust me, it's the same lineup. And when I line up here, Master H, Santa, Bling, Volts, Holy, who else goes the Drago? Then if you like you know this Nisha T, there's also Vakawanda, this nigga, but they're the same kind of people, and their music trains every day per radio, right? But me, I feel like when the promoters get it wrong, sometimes it's good to give yourself credit. Sometimes with I'm the one who made this artist blow up.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you just put okay, there is a Wellington, whoever is launching an album, blah blah blah. You give him time like okay, you're coming here to perform with the people, but for the city, you have to take like 2 artists from the city.
I respect that. That's
You understand what I'm
actually
saying?
dope. That's actually dope.
You understand?
They do that in SA. When Rick Ross and them come, they make sure they got their own nasty scene.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
They packets. You understand? But like, is this quite? I like packet. Yes, we got. This is what you see. I'm telling you, most artists are going to but you have a showman in the shows because they know good days. They're just going to say nigga who's flexing there. Okay, there's just a nigga who's flexing there. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. Makoso Makoso Pani motor so like so I feel like our promoters need to do this. But do you feel like we need to give like an incentive to them for us to recognize us, for them to recognize kuti kune growing artists? But like yes, I know it's money making could have shown what artists.
Yeah.
But like what artist here kapera?
Yeah.
What's next? You see?
You'll be fishing for the next hot artist.
But if you are making that hot artist, I'm telling you, they'll always be like, you understand?
Yeah, so it also depends on the character of the person you're helping. Because not everyone will come and say thank you.
Oh, you're cooking, bro.
You understand?
You're cooking right there.
Not everyone is gonna say yes.
They don't show gratitude.
Yes, I was hungry, bro. It's always he's crazy. You never made me. Nah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to accept somebody else made you. You know
Exactly.
We about the promoters. Yeah, promoters are doing a good job in getting the people to come together and party. But then I also feel new faces are good because there are a lot of like talented artists. Like I have to say this consistently, whereby you have to realize that this person is talented when they get signed in South Africa. Kindly Nash.
Exactly.
Nadia Nakai.
Exactly. Oskido.
Beast Mtawarira. I'm not talking only music. Beast Mtawarira. Zimbabwe. Now he's playing for South African national team. Why? Because we weren't showing him the love. Yeah. You understand? Yeah.
And there's also a Buffalo Soldier. He doesn't even like.
I was laughing when I said that we don't have one big act. We do actually have one big act. The International Act Award once went to Buffalo
Soldier. Yeah, at some point.
He was the one who was out of Zimbabwe and making moves.
Exactly. You know and you know what? I don't want people to get this conversation wrong. In the sense of like, we are not looking down upon the progress which is being made by other people.
Yeah.
We are simply making, external suggestions. Because sometimes if you don't have money, you don't have power, you don't have a voice. Sometimes, you understand what I'm saying? But sometimes, we know you're going to look back at this podcast today and you're going to be like, oh, these niggas want to say something like this. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I feel like the promoters, how the producers are controlling the game right now? Like right now, the music game is controlled by producers.
Yeah, because it's always people thinking the artist is the one, but the guy behind is the
producers are running shit. Because you can go and make a fire track with an unknown producer, good quality and everything, but that track will not blow just because it does not have an skid tag on it. You understand what I'm saying? So like, I feel like the promoters they're failing to recognize that this power in MA producers is actually their power.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the promoters,
work with more producers, you come across more artists.
Exactly.
You understand? You come across more new talent.
Because
nowadays talent really doesn't really get you there anymore.
Exactly.
It's the guala. You know what I'm saying?
But like, there's some. Let me give you an example of Usimamane. I started following Usimamane before he was Usimamane, right? Yeah. Like I saw what this nigga was doing on the internet and everything like that. And to myself, I said, what? This nigga, it's only a matter of who he meets. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said it to clarify that. I said, this little nigga, and I said it again with Maglera Doughboy.
I said it with Drake. My niggas wouldn't believe me. I said Drake was going to be the biggest artist in the world. They didn't believe me. And they said, this guy is soft. He sings for women. Artists.
artists.
Sing for women, I tell you, you're in the game.
You see, Maglera met Kulichana.
Yeah. And
got co-signed.
Yeah.
And everything changed, bro. You understand what I'm saying? He's not like a Mutaku King right there.
Yeah, true.
Then, the artists were like, you feel like...
And big shout outs to McLaren. The moves is pushing, bro.
It's pushing.
The Hennessy, Cyphers,
I had the team which is managing Tyler. Tyler, the same team which is managing also McLaren. Was like, I don't think he's in Africa at the moment, but was like, I rarely see him doing any shows or anything. But I feel like he's out there doing the most.
Yeah, he's on articles, covers, and all of that.
Exactly. But you see, like,
we need some of that here, bro.
That's the point I was going to next.
I feel like, bro, we don't even have a magazine here. Tinoti is the most heaviest magazine in the world that tackles like just freedom of speech is not allowed. Is not even there.
It's not even.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but for me, also another thing, the brands here in Zimbabwe, those are the other people, like the corporate brands. Sometimes I feel like these institutions, they are being run by people who are not innovative. Sometimes there are people who are meant to maintain the current situation of the company. That's what I'm saying. They do not. Me, I'm telling you, if I go in a company right now, by the time I leave that company, I would have changed something. That's who I am. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? I'm ethic. I have that work ethic. You understand? Yeah. But like, you feel like
leave a footprint. Everywhere you go, you need to make sure you leave a footprint type of guy.
You understand what I'm saying? But like, this is why I said I don't want to feel like I'm stepping on people's toes. You know what I'm talking about? This thing.
I always feel like we do not tackle things because we're scared to say we're stepping on. Let's tackle it.
Okay, I do get you. It needs to be tackled. Yeah, but sometimes, for me as a podcast, as a content creator, there's some conversation which I'll have with someone like in private, right? Yeah. Then we'll be talking about this and they'll be taking like sort of like confiding in me, right? But when I'm having this conversation on the podcast now, sometimes there are issues they pop up. You understand what I'm saying?
That's the thing I always tell people. People be like, oh, so you were singing that song. Like I wrote this other song called Love is Blind. Mm. Right? Because they say love is blind. Oh no, I'm wasting my time. Oh. So people were like, yo, dude, why are you so emotional? And I was like, it's not only my stories that I tell in my music. Don't think with everything that I'm gonna say is about me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I might be singing about James's story and not saying James's name.
James's name in the story.
So I get what you say when you're on your podcast, then other people's ideas or problems or something that you just need to speak about comes to your mind.
Exactly.
And when they hear it, they might take it as if this guy is spilling the tea.
Exactly.
But it's not spilling the tea.
It's not spilling the tea.
But like for music, on my side, I feel it's not spilling the tea. I'm basically trying to say something that is going on in someone else's head, but doesn't have the right words to say. And I have Love is Blind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, moving away from the music a little bit.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the Betty culture.
The what?
The Betty culture. Yeah, the Betty culture. Baddies. The stock, the everything. So, like, here in Harare, like, it's a bit of a situation, bro.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to lie to you. Like, for sometimes going out, it's a bit of a risk. Like, nowadays, you understand what I'm saying? But, like, if you're not paid, bro, like, if you don't have the bag, it's different. But I just want to know, how is the Betty culture in Blue Wave? Like, is it as prominent as the Betty culture in Harare?
Okay, that's a heavy one. But yeah, the baddies in Blue.
Don't my baddies go.
Yeah. So I was saying the baddies. Yeah, there's no place with no baddies, my bro.
It's
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Someone's young sister's a baddie. Your sister's
it's a baddie. There's baddies everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
But what I can just advise, I wouldn't say a certain group. I just want to advise people in general, guys. Let's not do the most out of a small moment, let me just get at it. Let's not go sleeping around and, not using protection under the term I love you and all of that. Because I know this type of things happen, especially sleepover terms. You know what I'm saying? Sleepover, you might not have enough condoms. You might not have enough condoms, and then what? I'm talking as a human being, I've been there. You know what I'm saying?
Come in, Drago.
I've been there. So we gotta play safe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We gotta look after our own health. And while we're on that topic, I also just wanna address the whole thing of AMA 2000. I hear this a lot. Hey, this generation is lost. Hey, this generation is gone.
Who's the parents?
But then if you look at it, we're not doing anything if we're just going to say this generation is lost. Because when we are gone, it's that generation that is going to remain. So it needs the most education. Let's not turn our backs and say, I'm a 2000.
Who's the parents also?
What are we doing?
Yes. Who's the brother?
Yeah,
who's the sister?
Who's the uncle?
Who's the uncle? Who's the aunt? Who's the granny?
If we have like older men preying on small girls using financial gain, then we're not doing anything. We're just basically just killing one another slowly.
Yeah. Also on that topic, I want to talk about this happens like a lot, and I want to talk about it because I feel like if I don't talk about it with you, no one will ever give me this perspective. You understand? Music and depression. You know, there are so many artists who claim music causes depression. You understand? Or sometimes the fame which music, any music, brings depression because sometimes they're not ready for the fame. But you know what? For me, I have a different perspective on this.
Yeah.
You understand? Because like someone was saying, these artists, they need like mentorship before they go into these things or whatsoever. But sometimes I feel like people overplay this kind, bro. Like, do you think in your making of music or in anything, the shows that you have gone to, everything that you've gone to, have you ever suffered depression of any kind in your journey? Because for me, bro, like for me, music is the remedy. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It cannot make me be depressed.
Yeah, it brings it's supposed to be the one that lightens everything.
Exactly. And even if I'm using music, I'll write music about the pain that I'm going through to make myself feel better. But when you hear about it, then this nigga was depressed at this point. But like I don't feel like I have had the point where like I'll sit down and go into like, I'm depressed, bro. Understand?
Yeah.
You've ever been in that situation?
I want to say all musicians are depressed. Some just don't show it.
He's cooking this nigga, bro.
Some just don't show it.
This nigga has been cooking on my show like it's his show, bro.
Some just don't show it. Some are good at hiding it, but musicians are the most depressed. I recall I was like with this other clique of mine that does video shoots. Yeah. So we ran up on these other guys we were supposed to link up with. And those guys said to me, bro, we can't do this today because I'm not high.
Exactly. So, someone actually tried to make me pay for a feature using weed or something. Yeah.
I feel that one is, you won't be a musician if you're saying you can't do shit if you're not high. So you're telling me you can only do this while you're high. If you're not high, you can't do this thing.
You can't.
I feel that's just you trying to run to drugs.
Yeah. That's
just a way of running to drugs. Like, I need to get my flow together, so I need some weed and some lean and.
Yeah. I do get you. But you know what? Also on that one, I want to put like a spiritual aspect. I think I was talking about this in my last podcast, right?
Yeah.
So I was talking about there was this guy called Joshua Mapunga. I don't know if anyone knows this guy. This guy is sort of like an African spiritualist type of person. Those kind of people who be talking African spiritualism, Pan-Africanism.
Yeah, I feel.
So he says something about drugs and music.
Yeah.
And these other talents, these other gifts besides music, sports, everything. You know, to being an artist. They say that drugs, they connect you to a spirit, to the spiritual world in a way whereby like when someone is high, that's when they're creative. You understand what I'm saying? And they say it's something like when someone smokes weed, they don't know how. Yeah, maybe they're sculpturing, right? Yeah. They don't know how they're getting all this knowledge of sculpturing or of drawing. For me, it's music. You understand what I'm saying? Not like I don't use weed for music. Leave me alone. So I'm just saying, when I'm scribbling, we were like, where am I getting all this shit from? So he said, like, in your family, in your lineage, before your father and your grandfather, there were
someone who was doing that, who was in that same path.
In the same path.
Yeah.
And he was a relative, and they passed on some time back. So, like, drugs, this is why you see some people, they go mad, when they're using drugs. And people say, like, it's psychosis. Yeah. But it's not. It's like, okay, you've accessed this spiritual world, but can you handle this information which is about to be bestowed to you? Because when you access them, I believe every ancestor, they'll be like, we need to teach them this, we need to teach them. And they give you all this information.
I'm happy you said ancestors, because I also feel in the sense that when someone goes mad, they quickly run to drugs.
Exactly.
What if it's spiritual?
It's spiritual, exactly. This is what I was saying. But you see, like, someone put up, I don't know what is it. I'm like, but these people will be like trying to figure out these pieces of information they have received from the other world. You understand what I'm saying? But now, when is this type of person, yes, always is drugs. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, you was trying to tell me in relation to my artist and Roma drugs, right?
Yeah.
But then, now I was thinking, okay, that's it, right? But there's some people who write gospel music when they're sober.
Yeah, and some who wrote nice gospel music while they're on cocaine.
They're on cocaine. You understand what I'm saying?
Lundi was the best gospel.
You understand?
But he was on coke.
So I feel like, every artist, and I need to say this, every artist has got this devil remedy that they have.
Everybody. I don't feel it's artistic or anything. Everybody just has their own drug, bro.
Their own drug to manage the situation.
Everybody has their own drug.
But like,
some might be betting horses.
Yeah, exactly.
Some people can actually finish married Arkumabisa. I understand.
Yeah.
So, they say, each man has his own poison.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Each man has his own.
So, like, people choose their own poison, but I feel like, my artists, they usually hide with this, because there was a point where, like, you remember saying close, rape and everything like that. For me, in my own perspective, if I was in his team, hypothetically, I wouldn't have pushed him to go to that this situation. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes you don't know what killed the art. You understand?
Yeah.
There were some people, let me tell you, with R. Kelly, bro, there's some music he made after these allegations came out. There's a few tracks. Yeah. Trash. Where is it? Yeah. Trash. But if you go and look at the dates, when he was alleged, when it is alleged, that's when he made his best music, bro.
So are you saying that R. Kelly was getting his inspiration from what he was doing behind the scenes?
No, he was using that.
His poison.
That was his poison. You understand what I'm saying? Like, when you're stressed, you're trying to do something and you can't. You want inspiration. Where do you go to? And what does he sing about? And
also, I feel management, the end goal, if I could tell you, if AKA didn't do that interview that he did, he'll still be here.
Yeah, exactly. I believe you on that one.
You know what I'm saying? I believe you on that. If he hadn't went on that interview and answered the questions that guy had set him up to answer, he would still be alive.
Exactly.
Where was his management at that time when he was sitting on the table?
You see now, this is where the ego thing comes back, also, because sometimes, this big artist, sometimes, I know myself, like, there's sometimes where someone tries to advise me on something on my podcast, you understand?
Yeah.
But I shouldn't do that. I'm like, nigga, I've been running this for 3 years, bro. Now you're trying to come and advise me. But
that's actually me.
You understand? Like, I've been an artist for this long, and you haven't been there. Now you want to come and correct me one line. But when I'm not alone, sometimes, right?
It comes back.
It comes back. Because, like, for me, I'm a person who, like, keeps at something until I figure it out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what made this guy say this? You understand what I'm saying?
I feel for me, that's where the record deal might be an issue for me. I hate being told what to do.
For real?
Yeah. I really hate I want to do it when I feel like I want to do it. Because when I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it at my best.
It's my best. You understand?
I understand, yeah.
And they don't understand this to the point where, like, there's sometimes where, like, I zone out.
Yeah.
Like, zone out, like, for the whole day. I don't want to talk to anyone. My phone is offline, and I'm in this zone. You understand what I'm saying? But check me around 9, 10, 11 in the evening. Ask me what am I doing. I'll be finishing writing the second or the third song. You understand what I'm saying? So, but now, the way people take that now, you understand what I'm saying? They'll be like, no. These drugs are making him this, or there's something he's taking, or there's what. So there's actually a behavioral cycle, which is there. Yeah. But then, when you add this drug or this substance or this black, you are eating the remedy, you give it a name.
On poison?
Poison, yeah, exactly. Poison, poison. That's what I'm saying. Poison, yeah. When you go to that, I feel like people get judged because these things, they are, these things, they are out there. And it's for everyone to consume and see. You understand what I'm saying? When MT was going through the situation, I'm telling you, there's someone I know here and an artist also in SA who leans more than MT, who smokes more than MT, who does things more than MT. You understand? But these people, they're in the background. I don't want to say, you remember Flame?
Yeah, Flame.
Flame?
Yeah.
Echo?
Yeah.
Those niggas,
Wrecking crew.
the wrecking crew, those
Yeah.
niggas were stoners, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
And they stone more, and I bet you they stone more than MT.
Yeah.
But when it's MT now, you know, they'll say, no, I'm a drugs. You know, I'm a
I
this,
feel
this,
like
this, you
when
understand
you're
what
at
I'm
the
saying?
top, everyone targets you when you're at the top. Like I was watching an interview that was, I don't know the lady's name, but she was asking Holy Ten about why he does what he does online and all that.
Yeah.
I feel everybody has their own way of dealing with things.
Exactly.
Some people might not like them, some people might not understand them, some might not even just want to be involved with those ethics. But then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know,
You stop
for
someone
me,
from
there is
doing
an
that, then the next thing you hear, the person hanged themselves.
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Like sometimes I feel like people judge artists
Yeah,
too quick and too much,
yeah.
but there are actually kids out there going through the same things as going to the
Because
artists,
my
but they
artists,
don't.
at the end of the day, they're people. That's what I'm saying when I say my artists, they're most depressed. They're the
Yeah,
most depressed
they're the most
people, bro.
depressed people.
They're the most depressed.
Plus, also this Ibasa Moon, like being an
Yeah,
artist Ibasa, you understand?
yeah.
And people
You
don't
gotta
even
smile sometimes when you don't want to smile.
and the pictures and all
Yeah,
that.
like I was watching that also Scott Mapuma guy.
Exactly, I want to say
Yeah,
the same thing.
that guy got cancelled 2 minutes, Yana. Then they became they're like, let's give him a second chance. But they had cancelled that boy for sure.
You understand what I'm saying? But for them, they do not understand Kuti, what was he going through at that moment.
True.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At that moment. And I don't know whatever substance. And
Yeah.
he's in his level. And now you wanna come and you know
And then
but
again, you know what they say: bad publicity is good publicity. There ain't no such thing as bad publicity. You understand? So all that ish might have been PR planned, bro. They were planned
see,
from getting to. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Then we're gonna come back and apologize. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Just like our own people do. They come back, say this one's name, then come back and say sorry. You know, after you've gotten a few phone calls that tell you they'll shake you up a bit. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So let me cut this podcast. This was a good podcast. I won't lie to you. The
bless.
round table. So before you go, bro, I know you've got a talent in your, whatever, modular yourself. I just need you to give you something like 50 seconds, Yana. You know,
Of some
or something. I don't know what you want to do. You want to sing it? You want to rap it? Just show you the people what you can do. You know, then I'll throw his content. You know, some of his music and the videos after this podcast. You go and check it out. Also, drop after my text, Zako. So
yeah, bless. I'm just gonna spit a few bars off the upcoming EP. I've got a upcoming EP called "I'm Glad You Did It Your Way." So the main reason why I titled it "I'm Glad You Did It Your Way" is because a lot of musicians are being told how to make their music, how their sound should sound.
yeah,
Not me.
not you, bro.
I'm doing it my way.
Never.
I'm doing it my way. So there's this line from this dope ass track. It's called "Plans for Two." It goes. I'm glad that you came. I've been planning for days. You dressed to impress and you powdered your face. Lipstick on the wine glass. Kisses make a time pass. Blindfold in my hands. Tell me, do you trust me? Yeah. Her best friend's fussy. Yeah. I got a dirty mind. I gotta come clean. Yeah. Pretty things sitting across me. I pray you never cross me. If you need me, you can hit me on the 12th week. Every time I pull up, you know we get cozy. We know it cause my kid on it be nosy. We out here, man.
Shut it down. You know what I'm saying? This is the BOOYZak. Your Instagram, Facebook, your Twitter.
Yo, go check out your boy on Facebook, on Instagram, Twitter, at YoungZak Wedlock, baby. Straight up.
Yeah, that's what's up.
We out
That's
here,
what's
man.
up.
Thanks for having me.
Yo, man.
It's an honor.
Thank you,
Bless, man.
thank you,
Bless,
Drago.
bless.
Thank you
We out.
for the background editing and producing, executive producing and
Big
stuff.
up to my like
Yeah,
Brando.
you understand what I'm saying? So I am the BOOY. Don't forget to subscribe and share and like. This is our new podcast. This is our new version of the podcast, and I'm Neon Africa. So if you wanna come and if you wanna talk about something which is going on in the society, which you feel like is close to your heart, contact me in the any of my DMs. I'll answer you, bro. This podcast, I say my celebrities. Don't get that wrong. This is for the community. I'm doing this for the community. I need people to have a voice. I need people to be able to voice out their concerns and make change in this world. In whatever way. This is why we have a musician right now. Tomorrow we have a politician. Who knows? You understand what I'm saying? So this is the BOOY, and I'm out like a light. Boom.